Good evening and welcome back to Underrail. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. So where last we left off, we went into Joint Security Headquarters and had to deal with all of our stuff going from here to here. Coincidentally, I looked into it after the fact because I didn't remember that being a thing before. Either the information is incorrect or outdated, but it states that it only does that on hard. We're on normal. So either that changed or it's wrong, but I don't remember having to go through that before. Thinking on it, anyway. Could be wrong. I could have just not played this in so long that I don't remember, but figured it was worth mentioning. So, I shouldn't be able to do that, but okay. Alright, not going to worry about that. And you can see what the threat here is real quick. Let's kick the speed up. So here we have a wall that TNT will be the go-to for. And the office door we skipped is right here, which means this is probably either a shortcut or extra loot. So I would like to remind you all that we already have... Where's H? We already have all three of the holographic fire projectors. We don't need to fight any more of the Nagas. We will if we must. But if we don't... Yes, be distracted by my explosives and investigate. Lemurian Philharmonic Pamphlet, the last one of the three that we would need. Key card, Lemurian Officer Chevrons, and another blaster. Lemurian Security Marine Armor. We'll look at this properly in a minute. And Twitch. So we have Twitch TV in our inventory as a blueprint now. Excellent. Amazing. How much over am I for? I'm gonna do something real stupid. Where's the Pentapus? Cool down. Hey. Miss Maiden Toy. The second one that we would need. We are now done with that oddity. That was a very effective piece of TNT. Another rubber polish spray, the last one we needed. This is actually really good. Another expired caffeinated chocolate bar, also the last one that we need. So we just finished off 5 different 1-point oddities. Ooh. Y'all are a little close to the front for my tastes. Speaking of, I guess we should take a look at our experience. We are actually at a clean 32 out of 64. We are halfway to the next level. So if they're crowding that one, we have a very simple solution to that. Another piece of TNT down, yes. And just like that. Thanks for moving, guys. More cutlery. Also, this was a waste of TNT. Did I miss anything? I believe I did. Huh. Okay, I guess next would be this and going through the elevator. Welcome, P. Bridges. Open inner dock gate. Okay, but can I do something about the security systems? Take that. Capacitative deionizer. Also the last one of that we need. Fancy pantsy, a new jet ski. Is this a door? No. Maintenance bay. Looks like it needs maintenance. I'm surprised you are not active. Ooh. The funny thing about this is you're all electrical enemies. Missed one. Expose weakness. Blitz. Up. Whoop-thee. Kinda fudged that one up myself. Oh, wait, are they all... Oh. Okay. I guess when I disabled the ones in the front, guess I disabled all of them. Not gonna complain about that. Especially not with these free batteries. Yeah. Still ain't nothing you can do, buddy. Vehicle is not in working condition. Broken LEMCO VB450 lights. Yeah, that's a real shame, ain't it? So I don't plan on doing it because it's a little bit of work, but you can repair and take out that reef glider, and Ray's shop will buy it. He is 100% interested in that. Another super health hypo. Take all of this. I will gladly take excess. Ooh. Regenerative mixture regenerates 40 health each turn for 6 turns. Nice. If it doesn't share a cooldown, that's not terrible. Can even be used preemptively. Welcome, P. Bridges. View dispatcher logs. Import coordinates. Obtain course docking coordinates. Abyssal Station 0 elevators. Ooh, a hacking 130. Ooh. Alright, hold up. So for one, we'll need to use our Hux key. And we'll need 8 more on top of that, so we will need to put on the engineer suit. You thought you could keep me out. You were wrong. Now what's in here? Okay, I guess a cigar is technically valuable. I am not seeing what justified the 130, but okay. Ooh, ooh. So, it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah. You know what? I'm just... no. I'll let him out, I guess. Okay, this might be a little problematic. So there are more of you. Why did you all wait until I was in here then? Couldn't you attack when I went into the big room? Can I not attack? What? Oh, of course not. Because that would be silly. Are you happy? Retreat. Blitz. And just like that, the day was saved. Thanks to bacon and the Power Fist. So, what we got in here? The Fold, Reef Glider Key, Contingency Plan Z. We'll never know what the plan was, as most of the e-paper is completely ruined, worth 3 oddity points. Yet another Lemurian blaster. Map displays the southeastern section of the Black Sea. You see markers representing military units of various types. Both Lemurian and Biocore, the former, are grayed out. The small monitors displaying useful information, mostly static backgrounds. Well. So that should be some degree of information. Also, since we're here, Lemurian Security Marine Armor. Full suit of body armor that used to be worn by the Lemurian Marine troops. While both the suit and the helmet are in good condition, some of the latter's integrated systems are no longer functional, namely the HUD targeting aid and combat feed, as well as the underwater breathing unit. The air filtration system, however, is still operational and provides moderate biohazard protection. Ooh. So, I wouldn't use it for the armor penalty. The resistances are okay, but, those jet ski bonuses, I'm just saying. So, if we need to, how much do we need to, a fair amount, actually. Well, first, let's repair. What could you... Alright, that needs fabric. That keeps throwing me off. Go ahead and recharge the shield. And at this point, honestly, we don't really need a super lot of, yeah. Get rid of the extra Lemurian blasters, one for collections purposes. Get rid of all of the laser pistols that don't natively have 5 digits. Even if, yes, they could be repaired. Now, how are we doing? Slightly over, but a Pentibus barbecue would cover us. Did we pick up any excess of other things? Oh, there is one thing we can do. And on that note, and look at that. Weight is now completely under control. Yay. So with that, we should be able to report both of these and turn in the whatchamacallits. Now we're just going to have a relatively smooth trip back to base, turn in the info, and probably get pointed towards more fun and dangerous locations. Ah, something just got in my eye. And since we're already close to base anyway, or rather at base, I'll check on something that I saw in the wiki once we wrap up here, and that'll also probably be just long enough to get the next timed thing to pop up, if it does require a timed delay. Nothing? Oh well. So, how many energy weapons? 2. Not even close to paying for it all, are you, buddy? Well, this is somewhat concerning. Kind of counting on him being able to... well, that's a bit better. We'll call it a freebie. He lifts his head a bit, then turns around completely. Oh, it's you. What have you got for me? He takes a sip of tea or coffee. Oh, you know what? I extracted the microchip from the severed hand. He loses some color just by thinking about it. Extreme, but what for? I needed to implant it into myself. It turns out I was wrong. The host does indeed power the implant. Huh? Hold on, but how did you manage to open the keep and all those other facilities with a microchip implanted into a severed arm? I don't know how it is down here, but in North Underrail, severed arms tend to be lifeless, okay? Well, it turns out there was something living inside that glove. Explain to him the microchip extraction process with all the nasty details. And so, each sentence that comes out of your mouth further bleaches Seeker's face until unhealthy shades of green begin to appear. Exit is the only word he uses for the duration of your talk. After you're done with the story, he takes a moment to wipe his forehead before saying something other than exit. Okay. So, the sterilization chemical killed it? He twitches his hand as a reference to your story. Like it were some kind of virus? It could be that. It could be everything, exposure to air, the needle, and yes, the chemical. Exit. Takes a sip of coffee, appearing as though he is sipping some color back into his face. You know what? Let's not talk about this ever again. Exile. Hey, can you take a look at this for me? Okay, I'll get to work straight away. Done. Got something for you. It's on the PC. Appreciate it. Bye. So, that will be... Vincent Montgomery. Oh, did we only have one? That's interesting. Could have swore we picked up another. Might have to go back there later to be sure. But let's see. Security Commander Vincent Montgomery, Lemurian Defense War Log, LE 1810-122. Nothing can be seen from our position due to the thick black and green smoke coming from the direction of the Citadel of Life, but plenty can still be heard. The siege continues, and even though our forces have neutralized roughly missing, including their siege submarine, the primary threat is still active, the directed energy destroyer. Despite the fact that missing disabled the destroyer's shield and inflicted considerable missing, still capable of ceaseless combat activity, missing. Reports say that the Citadel's residential and cultural sectors, missing, decimated, missing, currently attacking the commercial sector. I have no active security marines to oppose them, but the few remaining ones guarding JSHQ and the evacuated civilians within. The minor skirmishes have been reported in missing. Nothing has happened here since yesterday's shelling. It appears that almost all Biocore vessels are fighting alongside the destroyer, with a few aforementioned exceptions in addition to 2 unmanned vehicles patrolling near JSHQ. Ark Island Keep, LEMCO, and the Citadel of Life are the only Lemurian centers which have been involved in heavy fighting so far. Other positions saw either no fighting at all, or even if they did, it resulted in a smaller number of casualties and damage to equipment and buildings. Missing, evident that large exposed centers like LEMCO and the Citadel of Life are easy targets. Missing, so far none of the underground or underwater facilities have been entered by Biocore forces, but the report from Ark Island Keep, missing, use of toxic gas, missing, little hope regarding the security of these facilities. I never imagined such a thought would even appear, let alone solidify in my mind, but there is no hope. It is over. When Biocore does finally annihilate everything on the surface, they will either gas those who, missing, nutrient assemblers, oxygen generation, and water purification systems can support, missing, majority of facilities, missing, ventilation systems, missing, anyone emerges, they will be eliminated. Biocore has given us no reason to assume otherwise. If only we had invested more effort and resources into our security, and if only the earthquake which destroyed the Ark and revealed our existence to the world never happened, things would have turned out differently, perhaps. Who am I writing this final report to? If you are reading this, I am already dead. If you are a Biocore soldier, I hope you and your kind burns until the end of time for what you've done. If not, then know that there used to be a whole world here, and that its inhabitants fought bravely to preserve it. Security Commander, missing. Yeah, they tried, but it is what it is. Professor Bacon, I have a report to make about the Lemurian Health Center. You're going to hear certain things that might be hard to believe. Explain to him what you discovered. The surreal nature of your visit to the Lemurian Health Center is difficult to express in mere words, but you do your best, and the professor follows your report with interest till the very end. I don't know what to say, Bacon. You believe me though, right? After being here for this long, there is nothing I find hard to believe anymore, Bacon. Alright, well, let's just move on to me getting Phil's microchip implanted into my hand. Indeed, we should, yes. Was there a reason why you did that? I needed it to access Joint Security Headquarters. There was a scanner there which wouldn't let me pass without an implant in my hand. Ah, yes, I believe you mentioned it to me. I believe Dr. Savage can extract the implant for you. I'll keep that in mind. In any case, excellent work, Bacon. See Marcus about your well-earned bonus. I'll contact you as soon as I have a new task for you. Okay, so I just reported both of them at once then. Or not? Professor... Nothing? Oh hey, I think that might be new. I'm interested in hearing about their means of transport. Ah yes, as you may have guessed, Lemurians relied mostly on vessels for transport. We've so far identified more than 20 or so types, from the smallest jet ski-like vessels to large freighters. To our knowledge, they didn't have any land vehicles other than a few used for specialized work. However, the most interesting are their submersibles. Yes, most of their facilities are mostly entirely underwater, which leads to logical conclusion that NFT needed something that could perform underwater construction and maintenance. What they had was a whole range of so-called sub-assemblers and sub-lifters. They would lower all of the needed materials with these spherical cargo pods, and documents referred to as subspheres. And from them, the sub-lifters, submarines equipped with heavy-duty robotic arms, moved materials which sub-assemblers will, well, assembled and used. Absolutely marvelous, isn't it? One of the other One other interesting thing to note is their love for underwater, goodness me, how do I call it? Sightseeing. Yes, yes. One record we found contains the plans for the illumination of a certain route following coral reliefs that were artificially planted there for no reasons other than decoration. Th- this are These are amazing insights into the Lemurian way of life, Bacon, and a true testament to New Frontier Technology's ability to adapt to any environment. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so what do I need to go do with joint security then that I haven't covered? So, like I said, we will be checking on something near the camp first, and then I guess I'll pause the recording and head back to security headquarters just to see. But first, Marcus, Marky Mark, give me my paycheck. Do waste it on brew and hookers. Blah. He sighs. Ignore him. I don't know. I think Ladelman just wants to enjoy life in Underrail. And let's be real, there's only so much you can do to enjoy yourself in the actual hellhole that is the Underrail. What you doing here? Yeah, I wonder why there's been no activity from the natives. So, interestingly enough, it would seem that Wesley has an oddity on him, and naturally I'm not going to kill the dude for it. Foul mouthwash. There's only a couple of creatures in this world that could use this to actually improve their breath. Worth 2 oddity points. But yeah, we're taking that because it's an oddity, and we need the points. Speaking of, we are now at 38 out of 64. And also, Eustace. But you were kinds of goods does the ferryman bring to trade? Or you know what? Who are you? Eustace. You? Bacon, nice to meet you. What do you do around here? Stuff. I do a lot of stuff. Hunting, making traps, bolts. You're looking for something to trade with, and you're talking to the right mutie. Okay, there we go. I think he might have something? Could be wrong, though. I think I'm wrong, though. Okay. Oh well. But here's another source of greater siphoner leather if you, like me, are a connoisseur of the slimy armor. So I'm going to save here, and I need to replace the plot item. And I will check back with you once I have some sort of confirmation of what we need from Joint Headquarters. See you soon. And welcome back. So it's not that I overlooked something. Well, I did. We interacted with everything we needed to. Getting all of the shipping data and such has become such a routine, though, that I neglected that one of the options was to write the information down manually. And that is almost definitely why we couldn't report. So let's try this again, shall we? Ooh. Oh, now you're in your... Come in, Bacon, come in. I have a report to make about Joint Security Headquarters. Now, after managing to pass that damn bioscan, I explain to him what you've discovered. You report all your findings while the professor, as always, listens with great attentiveness. A rather sad ending for the Lemurian Security Command, I have to say. Goodness me, you stood in the same room from which the Lemurian officers, fathers, sons, and husbands observed their home being demolished by the Biocore Undernavy. And now Biocore is in ruins as well. Yes. It's an interesting parallel to make, as 15 years ago Biocore Armed Forces officers, too, were looking down at Protectorate invaders, breaking into and causing havoc in Dees. History tends to repeat itself, yet, sadly, it seems that with each iteration, humanity loses more than it rebuilds. Some things are lost forever. But not everything. There was a dispatcher terminal at JSHQ. On it, I found out about a transport vessel with a cargo ID that read ACONR. Acorn? He takes off his glasses for a moment. Could it be? How large is it then, if... Where was it taken? The location is marked as Abyssal Station 0 elevators. It is somewhere in the southeastern bay. Abyssal Station 0. It is rather peculiar. This entire region has been referred to as LEMCO, and we've not found a single instance of this abyssal station being mentioned. Yet, if this station truly is abyssal, its depth could have saved it from Biocore. He removes his glasses and begins wiping them, as if sharpening his thoughts by sharpening his vision. The Acorn. They sent it to a place they deemed the safest. They must have sent people too. If this station has remained intact for so long... He puts his glasses back on. Bacon? There could still be someone down there. It's what NFT does best, conquering the most inhospitable places. Precisely. This is your next destination, Bacon. Abyssal Station 0. Hopefully those elevators still work. If not, there has to be another way. There has to be. See markers about your well-earned bonus. Best of luck, Bacon. Best of luck. Any new discoveries? Okay, hey, yeah, we do, actually. Right now we have a very good idea about how the Lemurians lived and traveled from facility to from facility to facility. But recently we've had a major discovery when we found a record on the third of the 4 NFT projects, called Atlantis. What do you know about Atlantis? There are no detailed descriptions of what or where it actually is, but from this fragmented data we've been able to deduce that it must be some sort of underwater base located somewhere far away from Underrail, perhaps even on the surface. For all we know, and it might not be silly to suggest it, it could be something similar to the Abyssal Station Zero. The context in which it is mentioned suggests that a certain number of people came to Lemuria at some point in time, for reasons undocumented. We, however, so far have no reason to believe that the Lemurians needed a population boost, so it's likely something else. Sadly, this is all I know, but considering your next station is Abyssal Station Zero, I thought you should be aware of this. There was something else I wanted to ask you. Nothing. So there we go. And now our next objective is Abyssal Station Zero. But more importantly, well, my money. So at the moment, we're as good as we're going to get. Any natives in sight, Bacon? Makes me feel like them arena challengers waiting for a match with the beasts. About that. Doesn't look like there's much of anything. Yeah, ain't nothing I'm gonna be selling to Ladelman anytime soon. Alright then. So, our next major objective is clearly over towards the LEMCO facilities here. So, I do have some things I should probably prepare beforehand, like clearing out the inventory and restocking. So it's a little bit shorter than usual, but I think we'll call it here for now. And we'll pick up right here next time at the start. Might even do some exploring in this general direction as well. But for now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time on Underrail. Y'all take care now.